Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a good day to you, madam. We are from Group 1, and today we will be presenting a case study of global warming and possible solutions. Firstly, I would like to introduce my team members. These are my group members, which are me, myself, Imanina Leo, Nur Kamila Kistina, Nabiha Alibah, and also Nur Dania Shazwina. We'll be starting off with our introduction. So there are objectives of the analysis in our case study. Firstly, it is to raise citizens' awareness and understanding of climate change. Secondly, it is to demonstrate that daily activities can have a significant impact collectively, that each individual has a role to play in the fight against climate change. Third, and one of the most important objectives of this analysis is that we need to encourage citizens to make these small but significant changes to their daily lives. So the background and introduction of global warming is that Svante Arrhenius, a Swedish physicist, predicted in 1896 in a fundamental work that changes in atmospheric carbon dioxide levels might significantly influence surface temperature via the greenhouse effect. In 1938, Guy Callender established the link between carbon dioxide levels in the Earth's atmosphere and global warming. So, what's global warming? It is defined as a rise in the average global temperature caused by the greenhouse effect. Certain gases in the atmosphere operate like greenhouse gas, allowing sunlight to pass through but trapping heat as it reflects back into space. Other than that, another meaning behind global warming is the long-term rise in global temperature. Though this warming trend has been going on for a long time, it has accelerated in the last century due to the use of fossil fuels. As the human population has grown, so has the amount of fossil fuels consumed.
Coal, oil, and natural gas are examples of fossil fuels, and their combustion generates the greenhouse effect in the Earth's atmosphere. The greenhouse effect occurs when the sun's rays enter the atmosphere, but heat is reflected off the surface and cannot escape back into space. The gases created by the combustion of fossil fuels prevent heat from escaping the atmosphere. These greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, water vapor, methane, and nitrous oxide. The surplus heat in the atmosphere has led the average global temperature to rise over time, a phenomenon known as global warming. Climate change is a result of global warming. These terms are sometimes used interchangeable, but they are not the same. Climate change refers to worldwide changes in weather patterns and growing seasons. It also refers to the rise in sea level caused by warmer oceans, expanding and melting ice sheets and glaciers. Climate change is caused by global warming, and it presents a major danger to life on Earth through widespread flooding and catastrophic weather. Scientists are still researching global warming and its effect on the planet.
Next is the key facts of global warming. Today's carbon dioxide levels are higher than they have ever been in the last 800,000 years. Humans begin emitting more fossil fuels from coal, oil, and gas to power our cars, trucks, and industry. When industrialization began in the 1700s, you will save money on gas and help to prevent global warming by driving a smarter automobile. Since 1870, global sea levels have risen by about 8 inches. According to the United States Global Change Research Program, the temperature in the United States has risen by 2 degrees Celsius, and precipitation has increased by 5% in the last 50 years. Global warming puts coral reef in danger as the ocean warms. Scientists fear that coral reef will not be able to adapt quickly enough to the resulting changing conditions, and bleaching incidents and diseases will increase. Next is the alternative that we can do to reduce global warming. First is save energy at home. Coal, oil and gas provide a significant portion of our electricity and heat. Reduce your energy use by lowering your thermostat, switching to LED light bulbs and energy-efficient electric appliances, washing your clothes in a cold water, and hanging them to dry instead of using the dryer. Second is change your home's source of energy. Ask your application organization if your own home electricity comes from oil, coal, or gas. If possible, see if you may transfer to renewable assets together with wind or sun, or set up sun panels to your roof to generate electricity for your own home. Lastly, switch to an electric vehicle. If you intend to shop for a car, don't forget going electric powered, with greater and less expensive versions coming at the market. Even in the event that they nonetheless run on strength created from fossil fuels, electric powered vehicles assist lessen air pollutants and result considerably fewer greenhouse food emissions than petrol or diesel powered vehicles.
These are the recommendations to reduce global warming or to prevent it. Firstly is to walk, cycle or take public transport. The world's highways are crowded with vehicles, the majority of which burn diesel or gasoline. Instead of driving, you can minimize greenhouse gas emissions and improve your health and fitness by walking or riding a bike. Consider taking the train or bus for long distances. Also, whenever possible, carpool. Next is reduce, reuse, repair and recycle. Electronics, garments and different objects we purchase purpose carbon emissions at every factor in production, from the extraction of uncooked substances to production and transporting items to market. To shield our climate, purchase fewer things, store second-hand, and restore what you may and recycle. The conclusion is global warming is a severe concern for our civilization, and there are signs that it will disrupt our weather patterns in the future, risking people's lives. Nature is spiraling out of control. Water evaporates from the ground into the atmosphere, producing greenhouse gases and warming the planet, both of which are detrimental to human life. Most noticeable are decreases in snow, ice, and frozen ground, which are causing glacial lakes to develop and increase in quantity, as well as increasing ground instability in permafrost and mountain locations. Although the Arctic has seen the biggest reduction in ice coverage, some of the most visible has been in tropical mountain habitats such as empty Kilimanjaro. To summarize the problem of global warming, we can say that all of the country's politicians should work together to find a solution so that the climatic conditions become suitable. And for this, they should use all of their energies and create their economic conditions to create excellent climatic conditions, and thus the problem of global warming can be gradually solved. The references of our case study. So that is all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Bye, madam.